Welcome back to Real Estate Shot Caller. Today we're going to be talking about eXp Realty, whether or not you should join it, should not join it, should just not think about it. And I want to start off this video by telling you the 3 reasons why you probably shouldn't join eXp. I wrote them down, it's just kind of on the fly. The first one is that you think that you'll make a living doing floor time at your brokerage. So at my last brokerage, you could do floor time, which was really cool. And there were some agents that throughout the year, you know, they would get lucky and somebody would come into the office and they'd score a deal, whether that was a buyer or a seller. So it can work, but there were, 20 agents doing floor time and maybe 1 or 2 of them had picked off a deal or 2. So if your goal and your marketing strategy is to pick people off at your local office and that's how you're going to get business, then eXp is probably not for you, okay? Because we don't have necessarily physical offices. We have the Regis program where there's offices nationwide. However, they're not offices that say, eXp, come on in, we're going to tell you about real estate. So that's number 1. You're thinking floor time, eXp is probably not for you. Number 2 I have on the list here is if you only sell 1 to 4 houses a year and you're totally satisfied with that, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Maybe your spouse is the breadwinner and so you guys are good to go. This is just kind of just a side thing, a fun thing. Then maybe eXp is not for you. And the only reason why I say that is because eXp has a cap of $16,000. So it's an 80-20 split until $16,000 and then you go 100%. And so it's a huge benefit to cap. Because hopefully you cap, halfway through the year or even before that, and then you're 100% split from then on out. Now, if you only sell 1 to 4 houses, unless you're selling, $1.5 to $2 million homes each time, then you're probably not going to caps. Number 3 is if you look at referring other agents to your brokerage as something that is like for you to make money off of that is a bad thing. And you just want your brokers or the recruiters at your office to make money off of your friends and family and people coming over to the brokerage. If that sounds like oh, I don't want to be a part of that, well, then maybe eXp is not for you because eXp rewards you for bringing other agents to eXp. A lot of people have this bad taste in their mouth for recruiting other agents to your brokerage, but how many times throughout your career in real estate at this point have you brought other agents over to your brokerage and they give you I've gotten Starbucks cards. I got a $5 Starbucks card, or hey, thanks a lot there, Scott, or at the weekly meeting, hey, Scott brought over Steve. Isn't that great? Well, okay. I'd rather have it in stock awards. eXp gives you stock awards. I'd rather get financial rewards other than just my broker patting me on the back and be like, thanks a lot, bring in some more, Scott. Great job. So those are the 3 things that I came up with on the fly. So let's get into some of the reasons why you should join eXp. Okay, let's kick it off with some of the benefits of being with eXp Realty. Now, have you noticed that it seems like everybody's moving over to eXp Realty? I know all the big dogs in my town, San Diego, all those guys have already moved over to eXp years ago, like the beer team, Whistle Team, Badiata, and so many more. Everybody's moving over to eXp. Well, there's a reason for that. Now, eXp has a great model for teams. I'm not a team. I don't have a team. I'm an individual agent. And I just want to tell you why I joined eXp and let you know if it's working or not, okay? So we'll start off with just some of the basics I'm going to run through. It's an 80-20 split until you give the company $16,000. So it's a $16,000 cap. So it's basically, you can think about it this way. It's about, it's about $3 million in sales, and then you cap, and then you go 100%. Okay, there are some fees like an $85 a month fee, and that goes into our virtual world. It goes into KV Core, which is a CRM and a website and all these things. Okay, so you are paying a monthly payment of $85 a month, but there's no desk fee, there's no franchise fee, because we don't have a brick and mortar offices, so all those extra, all that extra money that you would give to your brokerage, you don't have to do that at eXp Realty. So 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. Okay, that's great. Okay, then you go 100%. Number 2 was the revenue share program, which I haven't really even tapped into the revenue share program. I have sponsored a couple agents, but basically when you help build the company, and you bring in other agents, which throughout your time in real estate, like I was talking about before, you're going to run across people that are going to want to know about your brokerage. All you have to do is just tell them about your brokerage, bring them over, and for every single one of those agents that is on your first line of agents, you can make up to $2,800 a year on each agent. Now, the money that you're making from them doing deals and transactions doesn't come out of their pocket. They're 80-20 split. So that comes out of the 20%. So the company dollar, they're going to pay you a certain percentage for each transaction that they close. Now, if that agent only, doesn't cap that year, it doesn't matter. You're still off of each transaction, you're making a certain percentage. That first one is 3.5% off of that. So you can think about it this way. If the commission was $10,000, you would get $350, and that would just come to you at the end of the next month. Okay, so every month you're going to be making that residual income because you helped build a business by bringing in other agents, which is pretty amazing. And there's 7 tiers. I'm not going to get into all the details, but I'll give you an example. My sponsor has been with eXp for about 2 years. He sponsored at this point around 60 agents, and that spidered into around 2,000 agents because those people brought other people to the brokerage. And now he's got about 2,000 agents. The guy makes I think the last time I talked to him, he was making definitely 6-figure, like $120,000 to $160,000 a month in 2 years. So basically for the rest of his life, that's just going to grow and grow and grow. There are going to be some agents that leave eXp, of course, but for the most part, it's just going to continue to grow. People will drop off, but it's going to grow faster than people drop off. So I don't know. The guy is just crushing it, and he's only been doing it for 2 years. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the stock award program. If you sign up for this program, eXp takes 5% out of your gross commission, and then they give you a 10% discount on their stock. Okay, I'll say that again. So they take 5% out of your gross commission, and they give you a 10% discount on eXPI, which is the ticker, off their stock. I started doing that from the start, and I would recommend if you come over to eXp Realty, make sure you sign up for this program because you don't notice 5% coming out of your commission check, and then all of a sudden a year goes by and you look at your stock and you're like, oh my gosh, I got thousands of dollars in there. And so that's what I consider my retirement plan. Okay, so other brokerages don't have any type of retirement plan. Once you stop selling real estate, you're done. You're not bringing any income in. Whereas with eXp, with their stock awards, long after, and their revenue share program of bringing people into the brokerage, long after you stop selling homes, you still are making a residual income. So those two things are just amazing, and there's no other brokerage that does it like that. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is their Icon program, which I haven't hit the Icon program, but basically if once you cap, okay, so once you give the company $16,000, if you do 20 transactions after that, eXp will actually give you that $16,000 back in stock. So it's going to be that your $16,000 comes back to you, goes into eXPI stock, and so you basically pay no commissions. I haven't hit that mark. I'm not an Icon agent. Man, if you do a lot of deals, that's another great benefit to eXp Realty. Okay, let's wrap it up with a little recap. Okay, so eXp Realty, the benefits 80-20 split, $16,000 cap, then you go 100%. The revenue share program, when you help build a business, you make money off of those agents coming into eXp Realty, comes out of the company dollar, not out of the agent's pocket. Then the equity stock program, where you basically get awards in the form of stock at eXp Realty. If you're a realtor and you're thinking, man, my last transaction is going to be it for me, and then I need to find another way to make money, eXp solves that problem with the residual income even after your last sale in real estate. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If it brought you value, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.